you're having a hard time deciding on how to do your makeup for an event, or you're just trying to find out different looks to do, then you should look into your natal chart. Now, the houses you should look into your natal chart is your first house, your second house, and your seventh house. So, quick synopsis. Your first house is your rising sign. Your rising sign is your representative, so to say. That's the persona you give off when you first meet people. This is who you act like before people actually get to know the real you. Now, your second house usually houses the planet Venus. We already know loves anything beauty, anything with material possession, self-worth, and values. And the seventh house is anything beauty, art, aesthetics. Now, you see why I said look into those three places in your chart? It makes it much easier when you narrow things down instead of just looking crazy everywhere on the internet. If you don't know what your natal chart is, it looks a little something like this. It could look a little less complicated than this too. On the chopping block today is Pisces. Now, when it comes to makeup for Pisces, we're thinking of dreamy. We're thinking romance. So blush and, aquatic tones like the blues, the greens, the purple. When it comes to this look, it isn't so much about contour and structure. It's more so about flush, mystique. Perfect example to think of, Pisces, Rihanna herself. You can see how she wore the blush to the 2017 Met Gala. Very romantic. We also have Lupita Nyong'o, as you can see, aquatic eyeshadow, very jewel toned. And right here we have Camila Cabello, and as you can see, just very dreamy, very mystique. And then we have Miss Erykah Badu, a trailblazer all in her own. But that's what Pisces is. That's what makes their makeup so different. It's just in their own lane. Like I said, when you're channeling your inner Pisces, you cannot be afraid to step out the box. Definitely, it's all in the eyes. Pisces is in that realm of intuition, depth. So a lot of the focus will be on the eyes. This sign is the most romantic signs out of all the 12 zodiac signs. I've definitely channeled my inner Pisces plenty of time for inspiration in my makeup looks because my moon is in Pisces, so it's just really easy to tap into. And if you see a couple of pictures here, I'm definitely a fan of the jewel tones. And in this 2024 era of blush blindness, exactly what Pisces calling for. So don't be afraid to exaggerate in that area, Now, if you like the piece of information I gave you today, stick around because we're still talking about Pisces, but we're going to talk about what hairstyle you should channel when you don't know which hairstyle that you want to get into. Could give you a better outlook on what you should do next.
I'm fucking sick. I don't feel good. I'm not in the...
We're still on the zodiac sign, Pisces. Remember, Pisces is the most romantic sign out of the 12 zodiac signs. So when you think of romantic, you think of lawn, you think of waves, you think of curls. You can even throw some boho, some braids in there, as long as it gives off that mystique, that romantic vibe, And I got you with a couple of pictures just to, paint the imagination. Janae Aiko, another Pisces sister that you guys love, I know I love. And pretty much what I was saying, that ripple, the curls, the cascading hair. And it doesn't have to be black. You could throw some blonde, some chocolate, some color in there, but the same type of vibe. Very mermaid-esque. You see, right? The longer, the better. And if long curly hair isn't more of your thing, you don't want to sew one or you don't want to wear a wig, you can get some braids. And I know these pattern braids are all the rage. Boho braids, just like, need I say more? Or we can go with the classics with the small braids and it ends with the curly hair at the end. Now, as your hairstylist bestie, watch the edges, leave the babies out because they're delicate. And if those are still not working for you, nothing's wrong with just putting in a bun. And the same thing still goes, just a couple of hairs cascading in the face just to give that romantic feel. The framing just gives it a little bit more character. And I don't know about you, but I haven't met a Pisces who wasn't a character. I hope this conversation made it just a little bit easier for you guys to pick the next hairstyle, so you're not going on the internet, going all over TikTok, going all over Instagram trying to figure out your next hairstyle. Hi, my name is Martine, and I'm your hairstylist and makeup artist that actually cares about your hair and skin. Now, like, share, save this video because you're gonna want to use it and listen to it later, I promise.